all good, honey. Nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about. So we just stopped in Williams Lake to get supplies and fill up with diesel, and we are going to head west along Highway 20 towards Bella Coola. It's about a 5.5 hour drive, and so we won't make that in one go. It's a bit of a long drive. We've already been driving for a bit, so we'll probably stop somewhere along the way. It's supposed to be a beautiful drive down to Bella Coola, and so hopefully the drive does not disappoint us. We just stopped for a bit of lunch, and we're in a beautiful this is a little rest stop area, and a beautiful view of that valley. We're at a place called Tatla Lake Wreck Site. It's very windy, so I'm not quite sure how this is going to work. We'll give it a try. There's the lake right there. It's pretty nice. It's very pretty here. Yesterday it was really windy. The weather's been great. It looks like we're going to get some rain today. But we've been having a fun journey. Of course, the days are long. It was windy yesterday, so the mosquitoes were kind of held at bay. But this morning they were a little bit crazy. Anyway, we're having fun. We'll keep you posted on how we go. Today we head off to Bella Coola. Pretty exciting.
Day three of 90?
Day 3 of who knows what. Off we go.
No trials, no tribulations, except for the mosquitoes.
Oh yeah. And we had some weird bugs flying at us when we were headed out here. We're not sure, maybe grasshoppers? I don't know. There were tons of them and they were big.
They left dents in our windshield. That's not a thing, by the way.
They did not leave dents in our windshield. Ray's just being funny. So I told our Garmin to go to Bella Coola, and it wants to go all the way around through Vancouver, up Vancouver Island. We're like 3 hours away.
And then take the 12-hour ferry from Vancouver Island.
We're 3 hours away on Highway 20.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Well, you know what? It might be set for toll-free routes only.
No, that has tolls.
Oh, okay.
So weird. We've reached the end of the paved highway, and so now it's pretty much the entire way to Bella Coola. About 2 hours it says it's going to take us, and so Ray and Mike are just airing down to make it a little bit more comfortable. It's a bit washboardy. We'll see how it goes. So far it's been a really interesting route. It smells so good here. You can just smell that fresh air. We're so far away from civilization that there's no pollution. It's just amazing. It's fun having these kind of adventures. We were trying to figure out while we were driving how to describe what it is we're doing. And we're really, because we're not full-time RVers, we still have our house. But we love to travel, and we love to travel with our dogs. And this particular way that we're doing it allows us to really go out into off the beaten path and get away from the crowds while still being in great comfort. And so that really is the advantage of owning an EarthRoamer. And so we feel really so lucky. Things are working so far, knock on wood. It's nice. So we are finally we're at 4,900 feet and we're making the descent into the Bella Coola area. And apparently there's up to 11% grade up here. Hope your brakes are good. There's so many of these little wildflowers as we're going along. They're just so pretty. 11% downhill for 9 kilometers in the fog. Well, that was interesting. We've got some very hot brakes. We're just turning into pavement again. And we ran into some people that were basically sightseeing, parked in the middle of the road in a very narrow 1-lane section. Both Ray and Mike were pretty unhappy about that. That was a bit nerve-wracking. We'll have to ask Ray how he felt about it. He's usually a little bit more calm about that kind of stuff than I am. It was a bit steep.
It certainly was an adventure. We wanted adventures.
Right?
Here we are, Bella Coola.
Here we are.
Okay, we came, we saw.
There's nothing here.
Took some pictures. Go home.
There's some seals. There's what it, there he is. There he is.
Hey, little cutie. He's hoping we throw him some food. That's why he's coming around.
So we made it to Bella Coola, and then we came to where the BC ferries come in. It's pretty. It's a little cool. It's a long way to get here. You see little heads popping up. I'm assuming those are still the seals.
RVers or EarthRoamers, whatever the case may be. I think we're on day, you know what? It's going to be, in theory, a 2-month trip up to Tuktoyaktuk. I think we're on day 4, and I've already lost count. We're at this tiny little campsite down here in Bella Coola, just out of. I'm looking for the name. Anyway, we can post the name in the bottom of the video. Right down this lazy little river, or right by a lazy little river. It's tiny. It's rustic. There are no services really. I mean, there are pit toilets over there, which, you know, I don't know if anybody's a fan of pit toilets, but we have our own bathroom in the EarthRoamer, but we still have to empty the tank. Anyway, the point of this short video at 7 in the morning as we're about to leave is putting away Starlink. But we're leaving this beautiful part of the country and headed back towards, I think it's Williams Lake. Continue our trip up north. However, we have to climb 5,000 feet in the process, which doesn't sound like anything major, except when you realize that much of the climb is at 14%. And it's a straight drop down. But we started, so we had to finish it. And so now we have to go back up. And I don't mind telling you, I'm a bit nervous for our drive shaft, because that's a lot of torque for a 20,000 pound vehicle. There's our rig. And here's Mike's a fellow we met down at a show at Quartzsite, Arizona last year. And he decided to come up, foolishly decided to come up with us and trust us to keep him safe, to go see Tuk Tuk Tuk. I'm thinking he's regretting it about this point. Wish us luck.
We are heading up away from Bella Coola, taking the hill up to get back into the area towards Williams Lake. It's a crazy climb, and so we'll see how that goes. We're going to be taking it easy. We're all a little nervous about making it. It goes up to 14%. If you're a cyclist, you'll know how painful that can be. How are you feeling about it?
I'm fine. Everything's fine. No problem. Nothing to worry about at all. We'll fly up there, I think.
We'll fly, sure.
Okay.
All right, starting the ascent. We'll see.
So how many miles is it? Do we know?
I think the guy on the bike, my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend on the bike.
My boyfriend on the bike. Said it's 35 kilometers to the top.
35 kilometers, and some of it much of it at between 12 and 15%. So, hi. So, you're pointing up that way. So your head's in the way if you're pointing that way. So yeah, it's a significant climb. I'm going to be watching my temperatures carefully. We're going to be in first or second gear at the most. So far this has been easy, but it's the steep stuff. You know, when we did the Trans-Canada Trail, or the part of the Trans-Canada Trail.
Yeah, it was steep.
It was pretty steep in some places. I don't know how steep it was.
It was pretty steep, but it wasn't it's 35 kilometers to the top.
There's some of the views already. Yesterday was cloudy and foggy. We couldn't see anything, which might have been a good thing.
Yeah, well, I was not thrilled with the drop.
And it's on your side today. 10% now.
10% now, and you said we just did 15.
Just that 15%. Oil temp so far is at 203. With water at 206. I suspect it'll get up to 120s or 220s for sure. What you don't want to do is like those idiots, YouTubers, who it was a competitor to EarthRoamer, I can't remember the brand, but a giant one like this, and went up a steep hill, and for some reason the guy that was driving it stopped halfway or something, and then tried to boot it, and it just twisted the drive shaft right off it.
Oh.
Yeah. So now they're stuck there, can't do anything. And they were afraid to back it down.
Oh yeah, I do remember that
So
now.
they left it there, and then it was that recovery guy we watched. I can't remember his name.
But it wasn't this big.
Well, it was a big one. Like might not have been EarthRoamer heavy, but it was a big rig.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you can't stop on the way up. You got to keep going, right, to keep the tension on the drive shaft. You don't want to suddenly add a ton of twisting force to the drive shaft. It's already severely loaded.
Yeah.
Oil is 226 now. It reaches 230. I'm going to pull over for a while.
Watch out for the rocks.
Rocks.
He's right here.
Oh, some downhill.
It's pretty tight. You wouldn't really want to have to go
It's all good, honey. Nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about. Wait, what was that noise?
What's that noise?
No, I think if we broke down on this hill, I'd just get out and I'd be like, okay, I'm done. I'm taking my dogs. We're walking home.
I'm gonna turn the corner here. There's Mike. EarthRoamer number 30.
I read today that, so we have an LTS. Mike has an LT, that the L stands for luxury, the T stands for terrain, and the S is stretch, which is the longer version of the LT. I don't know if that's true. Anybody knows? Comment. Write it on Facebook. If I write it on Facebook, it must be true, right?
Of course. Yeah.
It's gotta be true. Everything on Facebook is true, right?
Sure.
Right.
Okay.
This is a long climb. Oh, it looks like we're almost at the top of this climb. So far, no ticking, no knocking. I was thinking we're close to the top, but we're not. We're not close to the road yet. Watching this.
Great.
Yeah. Not yet. Oof. This is a long climb.
Yeah.
So we're staying at Bull Canyon Provincial Park Campground. We headed out from our campsite down in the valley near Bella Coola. It was about 8:45, and it was a long climb up that hill. And then quite a bit of a distance along Highway 20. And so Ray started to get a little bit tired, and so we decided to stop for the night. And we're about an hour west of Williams Lake. So we're gonna head into Williams Lake tomorrow to pick up some supplies and then start making our trek further north. We'll go. Don't worry, we'll go. Look at the color of this water. It's spectacular. Oh my gosh. The water is so high and it's moving quite quickly. But the color is gorgeous.